recording. Are you good? You good? You good?
Good!
Action! Okay. Welcome back. We are the morning of the good games. And we're going to be doing a review on our previous game, The Forest, with mutant babies.
Mutant babies. Lunging mutant babies.
I'm scared.
Not as much as I was when I first seen them.
Yeah.
Which you will see that in the gameplay.
Yeah, we're
videos.
going to put lunging mutant babies up there right now. And gone. Okay. We just got a kitten, and it is distracting the bejesus out of me. But that's okay. We're going to do a review on The Forest. We got 9 categories. Apparently last video we only had 9 categories and I can't count. So yeah, we need to go back to kindergarten like I mentioned.
I just followed along.
Yeah, I'm still kindergarten by nature. We got 9 categories: aesthetic, story, content, controls, gameplay, replay, value. Scroll down faster. I think that happened last time too. Soundtrack, audio, and cinematics. We all have our opinions. Actually, this time we don't agree as much as last time. I think we only agreed on 2 or 3 topics. So, let's get in it to win it. We forgot to do our intro. We'll get to the intro.
What was our intro?
Rubber review. Anyway, aesthetics.
Alright, I gave that 9 out of 10. The environment, it's just captivating, and textures on it, just fascinating. I mean, it's legit.
I, too, gave that a 9 out of 10. The ground clutter, the bushes. The ground clutter is not just grass. It's bushes, it's flowers, it's pretty. It's very pretty. Did I add anything? No, that's it, it's pretty. It's a pretty little flower.
Looks like the side of a highway sometimes with all the trash. It really does.
There's trash? Oh yeah, there is trash. Yeah. Yeah, if you go down to the beach, or you're walking through a camp, an old camp, it does kind of look like trash. Like the side of a highway, right?
Typical humanity.
Yep.
Alright, now the story, I gave this a 5 out of 10. The initial idea of finding the child is pretty good. It does give you a drive to keep going in the game. Extra lore also, it's just a little added bonus. It keeps you intrigued. However, the end, I forgot that part right there. The end, not sure, haven't even got to that point yet.
I agree, -1, so I'm at a 4 out of 10. For me, it's minimal story drive. You crash your plane, your kid gets taken, and then go. You get your axe,
and you're just like, oh,
look at everything. Look at all the things I can build. House. Tree platforms, bridges,
traps.
Oh my god, the traps. Happy Birthday Trap is my favorite.
Yeah.
I'll highlight that if I can actually get a clip of that. But
wait till you see the effigies.
Effigies?
The effigies.
The iffy effigies?
Iffy effies.
Yeah, that effigies are fantastic.
What's next?
There is no sense of urgency with the story. And after all, it is your kid, so there should be some sense of urgency. Like maybe the character should say, "Gotta find Timmy." I almost said Sean. Gotta find Timmy. But no, it's just you get overwhelmed with all the crap you can build and all the things you can craft, and you just forget about Timmy. Truthfully, I forgot about Timmy twice.
I forgot about Timmy as soon as I stepped off the plane.
Yeah. What can we build? What can we find?
Yeah.
Content.
I gave content 9 out of 10. There's everything in there for you. There's lore, the building, crafting system, exploration, and you have no sense of control in this environment. I mean, you don't know what is going to happen. It makes you feel like you do need to survive. There's biomes in there that they're done nicely. It's just they're iffy. I mean, you're on an island and you have a snow biome there. Why? I don't see how that environment works. Why they even put it in there like that. Also, you have something like the Boreal Forest. Did I say that right?
Boreal
Forest.
Yeah.
It's very fitting. That fits into the environment.
I agree with everything he says. Am I looking at it right now? We're under content, right? You break my monitor, we're gonna have words. I agree with everything he says. I do feel that the map is a little bit too small. I'd like a little bit more subterranean. What's the opposite of subterranean?
I do.
Not subterranean, like up with deer and flowers and trees. I'd like more of that area to explore. And the biomes, I agree with him, they don't fit. I feel like there should either be more biomes and make the island bigger, or no biomes, or one biome, I suppose, and keep the island the size that it is, and make the mountain explorable, and that's where you could have your snow.
It makes sense.
It does. Controls.
I gave controls 5 out of 10. You guys know from the previous video, I love using a controller. I am clumsy beyond belief with the keyboard. It supports it, it's great. They need to optimize it more, but it is easy for me to jump from controller to keyboard when I need to use it.
And I gave it a 7 out of 10 because I'm used to the keyboards. There aren't too many keys. Like, you play some games and you have 80 keys to learn. You got everything from WASD to move, to L, to P, to F5 and 6, and number pad. It just gets crazy. This game, not too many controls. There are so few controls that I can bind everything to my Razer Chitaris, and it works phantasmally. Phantasmally.
Right now, the gameplay, I gave this an 8 out of 10. The game is easy to play, like jump into solo or with a co-op. So there's always something to do. It's always fun to do. Very smooth, very responsive. I don't notice any lag, at least on my rig. The game introduces it just surprise, panic, and terror. Because, like I said, you have no control over this environment.
Agreed. Solo play is just as fun as co-op. Crafting. Crafting is super simple in the aspect that you open up your book.
I don't do that whatsoever.
He doesn't do that. You open up your book, you click house, you click E, and then you go get the stuff. Or if you're trying to craft like a bow, you just open up your book and go to crafting weapons. And it tells you for a bow you need a stick, 2 ropes, and some cloth. And you got a bow. Or maybe it's 2 cloth and a rope. I don't know. But then you got a bow. And it has... What?
Details.
Yeah, details. The devil is in the details. But then you can see everything that you can craft right in your book. And it's super simple.
Replay value.
Hold on. I missed a point. And then the only other thing is, at points in the game, it felt like tower defense. We'd have a wave come through, and it'd be like 4 or 5 enemies, little enemies. So we'd build, and we'd build, and we'd build, and then another wave would come in, and it'd be like 2 Virginias, an Armsy, and 3 enemies. Build and build and build, and then another wave came through, and I died at that point, and I think that's when we kind of said, screw this, we're going to go into beacon mode.
We did find out about exploding bodies, though.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about exploding bodies. So I built a tree platform, and I just got curious, and I jumped from it, swung my axe, knocked the guy down, killed him. And then I thought that Juby knocked the guy down, and I jumped, and I hit him, and he just went... I gotta put that on there.
You have to.
That we laughed. We had a good laugh about that.
All right,
okay.
So now we have the replay value, and I'm gonna say we both gave it a 6 out of 10. What brings you back is you can jump in and do custom builds to see what works. If you have some sort of idea, or you think you're gonna make this badass fortress to where you don't even think the Virginias or the Armsies
Yeah.
can get through, that's what's gonna bring you back.
I agree. I do feel like what won't bring you back is, now don't quote us on this, but the ending seems like it will always be the same. I don't know if there's a time frame where if you beat the game in 5 hours, Timmy's alive, or if you beat it in 10 hours, he's dead. I don't know. We haven't beat the game yet. We haven't found Timmy. But it just seems like it's always going to be the same.
Shame on you guys not finding me looking for Timmy.
Sorry, there's just too much to the game.
There's a lot.
Soundtrack?
Alright, the soundtrack. 5 out of 10 for me. And, well, go ahead, because we share the same view on it.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. There's no automatic soundtrack. You get a cassette player and you find cassettes throughout your gameplay. That's your music, and it actually restores your stamina.
That makes no sense, first of all.
Yeah,
It really
the stamina, it's like, you now can run. But
Now, the reason why I'm giving it a 5, though, is because the cassettes themselves, it's cheese-tacular. I mean, it is just... What's the best way to put it? It is just goofy-ass music.
Cheesy, goofy music, and if you ninja that fly, I'm going to be amazed.
Gone.
Yeah, he's out of here. Yeah,
But he loved it. He loved that whole aspect of it.
I did. The music... Damn it, there it is again. The music is... Yeah, kitty. Okay, now that I've lost my train of thought, we are on to the audio.
Alright, I gave the audio a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I thought it was the best part of the game. You know, you're running through the woods, running through this island, and you're hearing the wind blow through the trees. You're hearing the birds all around you. Just the sound is completely ambient around you. Water, everything is crisp and clean.
I gave it a 9 out of 10. Only because of the storms. It rains throughout all at once. The whole island is either a storm or not. And you don't get any precursor warning. When a storm's coming, you could hear the thunder out in the distance. And as it passes, you could hear the thunder in the distance. I would love that. But it's not going to make or break the game for me. So I give it a 9 out of 10. Everything is crisp and clean, except it's just like, storm! Okay, no storm. It's like it's an isolated event, and most storms are not.
Alright, lastly we have the cinematics. And I give the cinematics 1 out of 10. There's only one cinematic, and that's when you first start the game, the plane. The whole scene when you're in the plane to the crash, to when the natives take your boy away. It doesn't feel like a real cinematic to me.
Now, I have played the game nearly since it first came out. He has not. I just introduced him to the game a few months ago. Now, I have seen the intro cinematic go from clipping and bad and horrible to really, really crisp and nice. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. The fact that you got to go get your survival book, because people were like, how'd you get the survival book? You're in a plane crash. You get it during the cinematic now. I think it's come a long way. It's not quite a 10 out of 10 for me, but it is a 7 out of 10 for sure.
All right, what's our total score?
Total score is 61.6.
It was actually 0.5.
That's what I thought. I must have typoed. 61.5 out of 90, which equates to 68 out of 100. So it gets a 68. A little bit higher than our last game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, it was, what, 42?
Yeah, I think 42 out of 100. This gives it a solid high D+. And I feel like, yeah, it deserves that. It's still an alpha. Who knows what they're going to add? Who knows what's going to get taken out? Who knows what's going to get fixed? There are still some clipping issues, but for a $15 game, it's worth the buy.
Can't beat it. Actually, $11.99.
$11.99 now, yeah.
Until July 4th.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is. I don't have my date. But it is still July 4th. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please remember to like and subscribe.
And as always,
follow us on Twitter.
oh, have a good morning, gaming.